The upside-down triangle formed by the thighs when the belly plunges in like a wedge recreates the dark cone of Erebus, in whose ominous space worshippers of the solar phallus, joining hands with those who devour the lunar menstrual blood, conduct their exaltation.
The trees and the plants flourish. Here we are. That is
Antonin Artaud. Angel television for angels.
First of all, that the primordial source of all our knowledge lies with
The angel in no way differs from a square,
of the Dogon people
except in appearance.
in Western Sudan and Africa who got their cosmogony.
I was 36, living in East Village on Avenue B. And one morning in May, I got up
Directly from
and my bed was really high
leaders.
and I stepped out. But instead of standing up, I fell flat on my face. I had no feeling in my whole left side. I started crawling with my right hand and right leg towards the phone in the living room. I was convinced that I had a stroke, heart attack, and that I was dying. I got to the phone and I was about to dial 911 when the feelings came back in all my limbs. So I didn't dial 911, I called my niece instead. I told her what happened. She said I probably had some sort of a sign. I had coffee and then my sister called about an hour later. And she said our mom had a stroke and she was paralyzed in her left side. And they weren't sure if she's gonna live. She died a few days later. I loved my mother very much, and I was walking around East Village and I sat down on a stoop. I met some friends and then I sat down on a stoop and I was crying. And this guy with no teeth sat next to me and he said, "What's going on?" And I said, "My mom died and I don't think I can handle her funeral." That was Thursday. And he asked, "When is the funeral?" I said, "On Sunday." He said, "You're right, you can't handle the funeral today, but the funeral is not today." And I went home. I took a plane on Saturday to Poland, and I was afraid that I'm gonna be want to run out of the plane. And I sat down, and next to me sat this Polish guy, and he started drinking, and I thought, oh great, another alcoholic. And then every time I was about to burst crying and I felt hysterical, he would nudge me and say, "Oh my God, look outside. Look at this sunset. Isn't it amazing?" And I finally told him what was happening, and he told me that his wife died a few months before. He was like an angel. Then I got to Poland, and I still didn't think I'm going to be able to handle seeing my mother. And we didn't have an open casket. We didn't want to have an open casket because she had a stroke and got burned. So the casket was opened at the hospital when the body was being picked up, and the whole family gathered, and Me and my sister sat on the floor because that's where the casket was, and the whole family was standing around. Everyone was hysterical. And I was afraid to look at her. And then suddenly, I felt this incredible feeling of bliss wrap me up. It was like the most amazing hug. Every part of my body was hugged. My heart, my liver, my veins, my guts. And I looked at my sister and she had this smile on. So I crawled to her and I said, "Are you feeling the same thing that I'm feeling?" And she said, "Yes." "What is that?" And we were like, it's love, it's gotta be love. And then when I looked at the casket and my mother, and she looked horrible. I mean, she wasn't made up, and but it was very clear to me that she wasn't there anymore. It looked like an alien left its vessel and was gone. And it was so clear to me that she used that body and was done. And she wasn't there anymore, and that it wasn't a sad thing at all. I just didn't expect to feel amazing bliss during my mother's funeral. When the fledgling in the egg chirps in the egg, thou givest him breath therein to preserve him alive. When thou hast brought him together to the point of bursting the egg, he cometh forth from the egg to chirp with all his might. He goeth about upon his 2 feet when he hath come from therefrom. How manifold are thy works? They are hidden from before us. O sole God, whose powers no other possesseth, thou didst create the earth according to thy heart while thou wast alone. Men, all cattle, large and small, all that go about upon their feet, all that are on high, that fly with their wings, thou art in my heart. There is no other that knoweth thee save thy son Ichnaton. Thou hast made him wise in thy designs and in thy might. The world is in thy hand.
In 1971, it was built over the once deserted town, you know? There was nothing here. It was a desert. It was nothing. It was just garbage. But then they built the Maple Acre. And there's a straight street here, and a straight street here. And,
Like Lotus
Locust.
Solis?
Like Locust Solis? I don't know, like locust, like the bug, you know. It came here and it killed all the crops in the area. Fucking man, it was, and it was a disaster, you know. All the crops in the area they were killed by the locust, which was comparable only to Eden itself. Yeah, well, it's exactly how it was before the locust, you know, came. And
You also live here? You live here? In this neighborhood?
yeah, I'm a neighbor.
Which house is yours?
Oh, mine is in the back, you know. These houses are for the rich guys, and mine is in the back.
In the poor section.
In the well, that's how you call it. Well, I call it just my house, you know, my house.
He got his house from his father. He doesn't work now, so we bought our house with our own money. My husband works very hard.
My father was working here very hard. He deserved your respect.
My father respected your father.
I was good in not going to school. You know, I felt that it's nothing for me.
So what do you do now?
About what? About the dog you had? What?
What?
Dog?
A duck. A dog,
Dog?
or a duck?
My dog. I never had a dog.
Hey you, did you have a dog?
You see? He got a puppy from his daddy. Oh, bro.
That's
Oh my
sad.
god. I'm gonna puke now.
I want to know the story about your puppy. That was very
She
mean.
wants to know the story of a fucking neighborhood. I'm telling you, it's so fucking stupid people here living here. Only this is crazy, you know. The world is falling apart, you know. There's so many problems.
Oh,
These speaking
no.
about puppies, you know. They don't see the
Oh,
storm.
I wonder what happened to that
Or is
puppy.
actually already above us, you know. This is crazy.
That
I hate it. Mental.
no, she sometimes goes into other walls a little bit, but he's normal.
Oh, okay. Well, let me like show you some stuff that you don't see, huh?
Okay.
You want to see? I mean, I'm gonna describe it to you. So let's go here. Like
I didn't keep her. Maple Acres.
beautiful and secure place. The maple something. And acres. And here, at some point of it, then something changed here. You see, then something changed. A great tornado hit. Here. Here is a tornado. You don't see it? No. And Buck's mother began to feel what? To feel what? Unsafe. She felt unsafe, man. Crazy stuff, I'm telling you. And from that day on, she started to feel unsafe, you know. Such a poor girl, you know. Do you remember the tornado? Buck. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a tornado.
When he was 15, I am the composer's voice.
Life is so hard and square. I have very sensitive body. I have very sensitive mucous membranes. I have very sensitive heart. Say goodbye to your father. Say goodbye to your mother. Being there, it's like a playground. The 24th of June, I slept like a tree with a face of devil on the other side of me. I have many visions around my neck. The loop tightens. Winter is coming, and the empire never ended. Doesn't matter that I've only seen you there. I love you anyway. I can't live without you. I'm hiding within you. I follow you through so many words. I have nowhere else to go. I clean and I clean. Where does all this dust come from? Listen to the newly installed shower. There, pizza, blackbirds, beach ball, diamond, black flip, windmill, picnic, softness. Hypnosis is what he knows best. I only remember that. Here, I was pregnant. I had twins. One of them dissolved in my body. When I look at the floor, I can only think about the carpenter. The guy who made sure there was a floor that I could walk on in this house. What if he's dead or sick? You only live once, they say. I saw this on TV, that's why I decided to go there, try to help stop the war. While I was sitting in a taxi, I noticed the driver was looking at me and realized he thought that I was cute. So then I asked if he wanted to have sex with me, and he did. Then he got to, and unfortunately I missed my plane, so I never made to Syria.